Hey there, and welcome back to the Integrated Leader Podcast, your 5-minute daily space for grounded, real-life leadership growth. This week, we're exploring emotional intelligence and personal growth, and today we're talking about the voice in your head. You know the one, the voice that kicks in the moment you make a mistake or fall short, that jumps in to correct, push, or shame, that part of you that says, you should have known better. You always do this, or why can't you just get it right? Let's talk about that voice and how you can shift it from criticism to compassion. That voice might feel like your worst enemy, but what if it's not? What if it's just a part of you that has learned to speak up when things feel uncertain, exposed, or out of control? Sometimes it shows up as sarcasm or withdrawal or overworking, but underneath the tone is usually a protective instinct, a desire to keep you from failing, a desire to make sure you don't feel embarrassed or fall short, a desire to get it right. It's doing its job. It just may not know a better way. And here's the good news. You can lead that voice instead of being led by it. One of the most important leadership shifts is learning to say, a part of me feels this way, not I am this way. There's a big difference between I'm a failure and a part of me is afraid I failed. That small shift creates space. It creates just enough distance to become curious instead of reactive. When you pause and listen to that voice, not to obey it, but to understand it, you can then lead it. You might hear it say, you should have prepared more. And instead of shutting down, you can ask, are you trying to help me do better next time? It's not about silencing that voice. It's about giving it a better job description. So, how can we shift the inner dialogue? Here are 3 ways you can start creating a more compassionate inner environment today. Listen without reacting. The voice may show up strong. Let it speak. Then gently ask, what are you really afraid of here? You'll usually find it's not anger, it's fear or pressure or a fear of letting others down. 2, speak back with leadership. You might say to yourself, thanks for your input. We're going to keep going, but I hear you. This part of you doesn't need to be silenced. It needs to know you're listening and leading it. Show yourself what kindness looks like. When a mistake happens, you can ask, what would I say to someone I care about in this situation? Then try saying that to yourself. The goal isn't to get rid of the voice. It's to become the one in charge of the whole team inside of you. That's self-leadership. Today's challenge is simple but powerful. The next time you hear that critical voice come up, take a breath, acknowledge it, and ask, what are you trying to protect me from? Then respond with compassion, not compliance. Because when you learn to lead yourself with kindness, you become a safer, stronger leader for everyone around you. Tomorrow, we're shifting to talk about decision fatigue. Can't wait to see you then. Be kind to yourself. I'll see you tomorrow.